Hey guys, it's Will from Magic the Friendly Tavern on Facebook, and today we're going to be playing a few dailies with our Rakdos Fury deck. I'm looking for to cast black and red spells, so this is the best way to do that. To explain the deck, we're kind of low to the ground, but overcosted. See, like we have Grim Wanderer has a drawback, but it's a 5/3 flash for 2 mana. We can only cast this spell if a creature died, but it comes down hardy. We also have Mardu Outrider, which is a 3 mana 5/5. Is an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, and that's not a big deal. We can get rid of some of our removal and get it back with Bloodthirsty Adversary later on in the game. We're also running Tainted Adversary as well for more beating. And then we have some control elements in Elder Fang Disciple, hoping to get them to discard cards as this come down and then trade it off at a good point where we can get Grim Wanderer into play. That's the plan. And we also have Reckless Storm Seeker, which comes down on curve. If you give its ability to get +1/+0 in haste to itself, it comes down as a 3/3 haster, which is good. It can also get larger. We also have Cemetery Gatekeeper, which punishes them for playing cards we don't want them to have. We also have Meat Mook Massacre, Thundering Rebuke, and another 2-drop in Dragonkin Berserker, because we want to be good on our 2-drops. Make sure that we hit the 2-drops. This is basically a 2/4 deck as well. We always want to hit 2 mana and 4 mana because that's where most of our good stuff is. We have a Sweeper and Crippling Fear. We are also controlling the graveyard with Gissa, Turgid, and Graveyard Trespasser. Even though the Trespasser looks like it works against Gissa and Turgid, this way we control everything out of their graveyard, and they're not being able to reanimate, but we are. We also have Drana to reanimate out of our graveyard, and we are also running Mask of Grizzlebrand for value. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's still one of those cards I'm liking to test with, so it's staying in here for now. Other than that, we have 2 high with the Eye Tyrant to become a manland and to dodge sweepers. 13 swamps and 9 mountains. We are mostly black. We also have Sorin the Merciless in here, and he does really well. That's pretty much about it for this deck. Deck text. So let's go ahead and get to some games. How are all my travelers out there doing today? My guests and travelers are really important to me in the tavern. If you're not a member, please come by Facebook and join up. You can join my page or my private group or both. I write articles every week on that related to Magic. It's really good. Come out and see us. All right, here's a hand we can keep. We have a 2-drop, more removal at 4 or 2, depending, and we have Sorin at 4. We have 3 lands and play double black, so we're going to get there with Sorin. All we got to do is draw 1 land. This is fine. We'll go ahead and lead black. And our opponent's here, and they're ready to play, it looks like, hopefully. I had a matchup earlier that I was recording, and the opponent never showed up, but that happens. It ain't no big deal. We'll go ahead and run out red. We'll run out the Berserker next, the first strike. And we'll see where it goes from there. It looks like they're going to probably be mono white life gain. Oh, white-red. That's a little bit different. Maybe equipment? Royal Eruption on my 2/2. That happened. Maybe they're white-red control. Alright, we'll go ahead and run out another swamp and we'll pass here. Nothing really much to do. We'll have to react to our opponent, since that's what we mainly got in our hand is reaction spells. Double Striker, 2 mana Double Striker, makes our other warrior get Double Strike if they're equipped. So yeah, maybe we'll see some equipment out of this deck. We can't get rid of the equipment out of this deck, but we're not going to kill that yet. We'll go ahead and run out red. We'll go ahead and run out Sorin, and here we're going to want to neg 2. Put out a blocker. His blocker is a 2/3, so its Double Striker is not going to be able to get through unless it does get equipped. But we'll have to see if that happens. I mean, they could drop a Plains here and get the Maul out, but we're not that worried about it, especially since we got Turgid in hand. We can just Lantern and go ahead and get that Lantern going, or we could drop Turgid and get Turgid going. But we want to see what they do. They dropped a land that comes into play tapped. Pump their warrior. Wow, it can do 4 damage now. That's cool. They're a warrior deck. That's interesting. We're going to go ahead and plus Soren. Look at the top card. We'll reveal that because we'll take no damage from it. We're also going to play that. Comes into play tap, which is fine. We're going to want to destroy that. And we're going to want to go ahead and pass. They're going to bump each other, so he's going to have 2 4/4s out there. That's interesting. And a dancing sword, which quits for 1. He's not going to be able to put it on yet. We'll wait until he swings, and we'll go ahead and Infernal Grasp again. Oh, he didn't want to get in? That's cool. Maybe he thinks this creature's got Death Touch. Not sure why he's not swinging. This is good. So with Soren, we're actually going to put out another flying lifelink vampire. We're going to get in with our first one. And then we're going to play... I'm not sure what to play here. He's got 2 cards left in hand. Dancing Blade and a Warrior in play. We'll go ahead and play our Trespasser. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get rid of we'll go ahead and get rid of his Double Striker out of there. Make him lose a little bit of life, and we'll pass. We have an open kill spell in Baleful Mastery if we want them to draw a card, which isn't really a bad thing since they're so low on cards. They aren't really doing much. Fireblade Charger is pretty good, especially as a 2/2, especially if they equip it up, which they are. We're going to go ahead and Baleful Mastery in response. No, we'll go ahead and let them swing. What is it targeting? So he's going to try and tap down my team right here. That's fine. He's got to discard a card to be able to target the 1. I wonder if he'll figure that out. All right. He has no cards to discard, so he can't really target that one. Then we're going to get attacked. Hold on. Let me read this again. We'll go ahead and let him draw a card. We're going to go ahead and exile that guy. Alrighty then. Then we are going to Thunderous Rebuke, the 3/2. And they don't get a chance to make their Dancing Sword a creature. They do get to deal 4 damage to a target. That does happen. They could choose Soren over here, which I can imagine. Oh no, they choose one of the vampires. That's fine. Oh, and they do get their Dancing Sword. I thought it cost 1 to do that. Maybe they did have 1. My mistake. Alright, so before combat, we are going to go ahead and run out the Stormseeker. We're going to go ahead and plus 1 Soren. We'll reveal it. We'll play it. More for the Lantern. More water for the Lantern. We'll give the +1/+0 to the life linking vampire because we want to get in over that sword. We'll swing with both 3/3s. We'll go ahead and get rid of a creature to make them lose 1 life. No problem. I think we're okay. I think we're okay here. They can go ahead and take out our Sorin here if they just swing, but on our backswing is going to be pretty nasty. They're going to go ahead and play out Halavar, but they're going to play him on the sword side, the Sword of Realms. They're going to go ahead and equip that up there to their dancing sword. So yeah, by all means, they can take out Sorin if they want here. What I would do is split 4. I would send 4 to my face, and I'd hit Sorin for 1. They don't do anything. That's not what I would have done though. They need to be proactive here. They got attacks, and just sitting back, if they're not going to block and you're not going to attack, your creature is kind of wasted, unless your creature is in a stalemate. Just to let y'all know that you want to be actively doing something with your creatures. I'll lose 3 life to gain that. We'll go ahead and play it. We'll go ahead and equip it. Put it on our Stormseeker. Let's make our Stormseeker bigger. We'll sing in with both of our flyers. Maybe trade with his dancing sword. His dancing sword trades with the life linker at 2/3 instead of giving me card advantage. I can imagine. The dancing sword went back to their hand because of the effect of the sword, the other sword, the Sword of Realms. They're at 7 life. We're at 25. I think we still got a lantern in play or in hand. I think we're doing really well. Oh man, a 6 mana 4/5 trample. That's a giant warrior, all right. And it could also be a land. That's good too. So many lands out in play. We are going to go ahead and drop Turgid's Lantern. And we're going to activate that. See what they want to do. They lose 3 life. They're going really low in life. That's not advisable at this point. But again, we'll go ahead and make a 2/3 vampire. And next, we'll go ahead and use this ability on the 3/3 because that's all we're going to attack with. And they give up. That's it. Again, my name is Will from Magic the Friendly Tavern on Facebook. Come down and see us. Become a traveler or a guest either on my page or through my group or both. And we'll see you later. Happy pack pulls. And as always, happy games.